Carolyn Scott Hamilton, the Healthy Voyager, and welcome to another episode of the Healthy Voyager's Global Kitchen. Today I'm doing a little bit of a twist on two different dishes. So a twist on bruschetta and a twist on spinach artichoke dip. So I'm combining the two to do a spinach artichoke kind of dippy bruschetta. So first I'm going to tell you what you need and then we're going to get started. Here's what you're going to need. 1 can of artichoke hearts, about 1.5 cups of spinach leaves, 3 minced garlic cloves, 1/4 cup of vegan Parmesan, about 1/4 cup of vegan sour cream, about 1 tablespoon of oil. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of lemon juice divided. So 1 tablespoon we're gonna use to saute and the other to put into the blender. Salt and pepper to taste, and about 1/2 of an onion chopped, minced nice and fine. And we're also gonna need an extra little garlic clove to rub onto our bread, which you need about 1 baguette sliced. Okay, so let's get started. First, we're gonna wilt our greens and our artichoke and saute it with some garlic. But first, I've already got the pan at a medium heat, and we're gonna put some oil in there. You can also use vegetable broth if you don't wanna use oil. Coat that pan. We're gonna saute our garlic in it. And it's gonna smell pretty bomb in here soon. All right. Get all that garlic in there. Zhuzh it around a little bit. Okay, so once you start to see the oil bubble up a little bit and you start to smell the aroma of the garlic, you know it's ready to toss in your greens and your artichoke. These will wilt up really fast, but you don't want to overcook them. We're gonna throw about 1/2 of these guys in. If you want to use all of them, go right ahead, but kind of gauge how much you need once you throw it all into the pan. And if it's starting to spout up, you want to turn your heat down to low. And like I said, these are gonna wilt up really quickly. You already smell the garlic, so you know it's already releasing all that yummy flavor into your greens and your chokes. All right, these are wilting up fast, so I'm just telling you. All right, so these are just about done. All right, so everything's well incorporated and smells delish. We're gonna toss in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Just gonna give it some nice tang. Then it's time to blend. All right, so now it's time to put our veggies into the blender. And I'm using this awesome Blend Tech because it will puree super nice, super quick. And what I love about this is that it's digital and you can preset whatever you want. We're gonna pulse this one, but you can preset anything you need to make soups and ice creams and all kinds of stuff. But I do love their pulse feature with this new professional series because a lot of really, really high-end blenders out on the market, they don't have a pulse option, which is really key if you wanna make, you know, nut butters or like later in the show, we'll be doing some things where you're gonna wanna just make it nice and gritty, but you don't want it pureed. So really neat stuff on this Blend Tech Pro series. All right, so we've gotten this stuff in here. We're gonna puree it just a little bit, and then we're gonna toss in some extra things, but let's just do this first. All right, put the lid on this bad boy. And this is super nice and quiet, unlike other blenders that are really, really loud and sound like a jet's taking off in your kitchen. This stuff's pretty good. So now we're just gonna pulse it a little bit. We're gonna pulse it. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put in our vegan parm and our vegan sour cream. This is gonna give it that nice cheesy creaminess from your usual spinach dip. And we're gonna toss in our parsley too. You can toss in your onions now if you want, but I like leaving them to the end so they stay intact and crunchy, because I like a little bit of texture to my dips. So it's up to you. Throw in our parsley, and I'm gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper. And let's go ahead and toss in our lemon juice. Again, that was divided. Some in the pot, some in the blender. All right, now we're gonna pulse this bad boy up a little bit more. All right, that's ready to go. And we're gonna go ahead and toss in the onions. And we're gonna pulse it once to just make them a little bit more fine, but leave them nice and crunchy. All right, now we're good to go. So we're just gonna leave that in the blender while we prep our bread. So we've gotten a baguette sliced into nice little crostini sizes. So we're gonna take our baguettes and lay them out so we can spread the dip on top. But first, we're gonna take a whole garlic clove and you're gonna slice the bottom of it so it's exposed, and you're just gonna rub it onto the bread. That's gonna give it some nice flavor without having to put actual garlic on it. And we've got plenty of garlic in the dip, but this kind of is a really nice way to soften the bread and give it some extra flavor. So we've got our garlicky bread nice and prepped for some yummy dip. All right, time to put the dip on the bread and then consume. So if you like it chunky, just pulse it once or twice. If you like it a little more dippy, make it your own. We kind of did a little bit of the middle. So that way it's kind of like artichoke dip meets a little bit of bruschetta. All right, it smells absolutely delicious. You can put this on crackers. If you want to do raw, you don't even have to cook it. You can put it on raw crackers. You can put it on cucumber slices. All sorts of fun things you can do with spinach, artichoke, garlic, lemon juice, all good stuff. Okay, so we've got our spinach artichoke bruschetta appetizer. It smells fantastic. I'm gonna go eat this stuff and enjoy it with my buddies, and I hope that you get to enjoy it at home. If you try this recipe, please let me know. Put it down in the comments below. Also, send me your suggestions and other fun stuff. I love to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future episodes, and be sure to follow me at healthyvoyager.com and all over social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, everywhere. It's at Healthy Voyager, and give me a like. And I hope to see you again next time on the Healthy Voyagers Global Kitchen. Bye.